Srila Prabhupada explains in this purport from the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, nor is Krishna to be understood by persons who officially go to the temple to offer worship. They make their visit, but they cannot understand Krishna as he is. Krishna can be understood only through the path of devotional service, as explained by Krishna himself in the next verse. So when we come to the temple, we will receive what we put into our visit. Krishna reveals himself as we approach him. If we come because it's fun, then we will get some fun. And we will also get purified, little by little. If we become because we're afraid not to come, because people will think, why did he not come? Then people will not think why he did not come. That will be the result. And there will be some purification. But why should we really come to the temple if we want to maximally utilize our human form of life? After all, we only have a few minutes to live. You may say, why a few minutes? I have so many years. All of our years of life, they pass in what appears to be only a few minutes. Think back. Now some of us are 75 years old here today. Some of us are 50, 60, 40. If you look back at your life, it appears that everything passed in a few minutes. Does it not? And as you grow older, your life grows faster and faster and faster. So how to utilize these precious moments? When we come to the temple, we should come to the temple in the proper consciousness. We should come in the consciousness that Devaki illustrated by her life. We should be coming in the consciousness that Krishna and Krishna's devotees, I am coming to offer my services to them. When we are chanting the holy name, we are chanting as an offering of service for the pleasure of the Lord and for the pleasure of the Lord's devotees. When we sit and hear the class, we should not simply be thinking, yes, I enjoyed the class today. We should be sacrificing the precious time of our life as an offering to Krishna by offering our ears, our mind, our intelligence, our heart to hear his transcendental glories for his pleasure and also for the pleasure of the devotees. Because each one of you who is attentive contributes to the sanctity of the atmosphere which purifies everyone else in the room. When your mind is wandering, roaming, dancing from place to place, you are creating a turmoil within the atmosphere. But better you stay and do that. But if you really want to offer service, as hard as you possibly can, you will open your heart, your ears, and try to listen. Not because it's fun, but as an offering of service to Krishna and to his devotees. And when we come before the beautiful form of the Archa Vigraha, the deity, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath, we should not simply be thinking, oh Krishna, I am enjoying, you are so beautiful today. And Srimati Radharani, how much I am enjoying how beautiful you are today. We should come before the deities to be enjoyed by them, by offering our love to them, by offering our prayers, by offering our service, whatever we have, our mind, intelligence, whatever we can give. If we approach the deity in this way, Krishna does not need our money. He needs our love. Krishna does not need our intelligence. He does not need our managerial capacity. He does not need our influence over others. He has everything. But He needs our love. And these are simply forms in which we can express our love to the Lord. This is the real spirit of Janamastami. And when we are willing to dedicate our lives for the pleasure of Krishna, in the service of Krishna, then we have captured the great lesson of Devaki. And then Janamastami will have a real meaning to our life. Janmastami will not just be a function that we attend, but it will be an experience of enlightenment, spiritual enrichment. So we should prepare ourselves in this consciousness. Bhaktyatvanyaya shakya aham evam vidorjuna gyatam drastam shaptatvena praveshtam cha parantapa. Krishna says that only by undivided devotion can I be understood as I am. Standing here before you, Krishna is standing before all of us right now. But He can only be understood as He is when He reveals Himself by His own causeless mercy, in reciprocation with our devotional service. So this service attitude is the essence of spiritual life. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavamam papadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, of practicing the various systems of yoga, the various religions, of studying the various philosophies of the world, after many births and deaths of such endeavors, when one finally comes to the point of real knowledge, one surrenders to Vasudeva, knowing Him to be the cause of all causes and all that is. This verse is very interesting, because Krishna Himself is speaking, and He says, Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths of passing through all situations of life, when one finally comes to the point of knowledge, he surrenders to Vasudeva, knowing Him to be the cause of all causes and all that is, samahatma sudurlabha. Such a great soul is very rare. Krishna specifically calls Himself by the name Vasudeva. Vasudeva is Krishna's father. Krishna is named Vasudeva because he took birth from Vasudeva. And one who realizes Krishna, it is said that he has attained the Vasudeva platform. Krishna appeared to Vasudeva. Why? Vasudeva shared the same spirit as Devaki.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.